and knocks it in the net. Oh, gosh. And Castillo has a little gesture for the fans behind the goal, and they're all over the glass screaming at him. Oh, Castillo scores to make it 27-5 on the shootout, and now it'll be a power play for Chicago. And I'm running out of paper on my pad here for all the scoring as the fans retreat into the seats after climbing over the glass on Castillo and screaming at him. Well, it's good to see that spirited enthusiasm here at the Omni. And it's a power play opportunity here. Touchline, Charlie in a foot race with Bouchard. Comes across midfield. Charlie Morgan across the yellow line. Morgan on the right wing. He's tripped by Bouchard. There's the blue card. And that's a good call. That's a good call. And that's another frustration foul. I don't think that Bouchard needs to make that trip. I thought he had the angle cut down enough with his goaltender that he had really taken Charlie out of the play there. But Bouchard's a little frustrated. He's tired. They're losing 27-5. He decides he'll take a whack at a guy. And Charlie Morgan, who has one goal on the season, a 2-point goal he scored in his first game in the Omni on December 9th against the Dayton Dynamo. A kid who grew up in Southwest DeKalb. Your typical defender's defender. He stays at home. Charlie Morgan will now get a shootout try as the magnanimous Keith Tozer allows his defender to give it a crack. Charlie will have 5 seconds when the whistle blows. There's the whistle. Pushes it up. Top of the arc. He shoots, saved by Barry. Rebound comes all the way out to midfield, and Charlie shrugs it off. Nice try, Charlie. No soap. Oh, he hit the crossbar. I thought he scored, and he hit the crossbar. Sorry. The fans went up, and it's tough from this low angle on the pitch. I thought Garth had scored, and I apologize for saying that. The ball sent down to Militello. He goes left side for Polonaise on the wing. He shoots, saved by Barry up into the crowd, and will hold it here. With 1:02 left, Atlanta will now have a power play as Haynes comes out of the box with 54 seconds remaining in the penalty to Ed Puskaric. Atlanta will have a power play, and knocks one off the boards, and Barry closes the gate nicely as Polonaise approached the goal, and Barry sends it down the pitch where Haynes controls. He was bugged once by Isroff, then Isroff goes to the steal. Now Haynes comes up with it on the near touchline in a double team. Cook and Isroff continue to bug Haynes, and Atlanta will have the ball after a foul by Tommy Isroff. And he and Haynes exchange words, and Isroff throws an elbow out there at Brian Haynes as Haynes tries to run by. A.J. Lackland, he sends it down the far line for Polonaise with 30 seconds left and another foul. This one against Atlanta. Sunderland will have the ball. Haynes and Ken Austin are having words. And Haynes rightfully is saying, Austin, what did I do? Isroff threw an elbow into my throat. They continue to argue. The referee and Brian Haynes. Ball's knocked down to Isroff on the right side. Is being marked by Savage. Leads for Sunderland. Half volley up into the crowd, and we'll hold it with 20 if the two are ever to meet. If the winner could ever hang on to that. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm having a hard time. It's 27-5. We talked a lot tonight. Sheen at 3-point range across the line. He shoots it. Mike Sheen scores his first goal of the season. Oh, check that. First goal in some time. Sheen scored earlier when he came off the DL. Greg Sheen scores for Atlanta. He's been on the disabled list for so long. I forgot Greg even scored a 3-pointer earlier this year. His first goal in a long time makes it 29-5. Sheen scores with 14.6 seconds left. His second 2-point goal of the season, plus he has a 3-pointer. Oh, it's a 1-pointer, Jimmy. Thank you. It's a power play. That's his first 1-pointer of the season. That's what I meant. His first 1-point goal of the season. Now we're going to separate some players. Puskaric having words over by the bench, or maybe he's just trying to cool guys down. We got players who are a little unhappy. And maybe the Chicago players feel like the Atlanta guys are pouring it on. But if they do, well, they should check who owns the rule book. Are the Haynes and Isroff still going at it? Is that it? Thanks, Dean. Who has the record book for most goals? And that would be the Chicago Power, most points, 31. Now Pato Marheta comes over, and he's trying to cool things off as well with Manuel Ortiz. And Keith Tozer tells his troops, get on out there. 28-5, the attack over the Chicago Power. This ties the second best scoring effort ever by an Npsl team. I'll tell you, our statistician, Deaton Bell, he's been writing up a storm over here. Jim Gladlich has been keeping me straight. And we're just glad you're all here joining us. Okay. Atlanta will kick off. Remember, tomorrow night, 7:35. On the kickoff, Castillo tries to break past Sheen, grabs him by the jersey. Atlanta sends it down the pitch. And Castillo, gee, these Chicago guys sure enjoyed rubbing it in when they won with 31 points, but they don't like getting it back much. 10.1 seconds left. 10.1 seconds left. They should have wiped off the penalty clock. They never did. 5 seconds left in the game. Castillo at midfield turns. With 1 second left, he fakes the shot. Here's the horn. That ends, and he comes in and kicks David Smith, and now Sheen's going after him, and I don't blame him. He came in and just kicked David Smith for no reason. Here's Blackwicki coming after him too, Haynes too, and here comes Yarrow off the bench. I don't blame him. Now Yarrow and Israel are going at it. We've got a brawl on the pitch. Yarrow and Israel are going at it, and I don't blame him. Look at Tozer wants a piece of Castillo, and I don't blame him. Coming after David Smith. Now Militello's going at it with Mark Berry. Larry Julius has got Berry down. We've got a Donnybrook at the Omni. We have got a Donnybrook at the Omni. Peter Hatcham is on the pitch, as well as Tozer wants a piece of Castillo. I don't blame him. Look at Sheen holding Yarrow back with Israel. And it was all that dirty little weasel, Mirko Castillo, taking a cheap shot. He stood on the ball, let the horn run out, then came in and just clipped David Smith. And we've got a policeman has come on the pitch to get Castillo off the pitch. And he's lucky. That's the best thing that happened to him tonight. Oh, that was the cheapest, weaseliest little piece of baloney this announcer has seen in a long time. In a long time. And it's good to see those Atlanta players come off the bench like that. What a cheap shot. I mean, folks, this was the ultimate sucker punch. It was, oh, there's 3 seconds left. I'll stand on the ball if you won't come get me. I'll stand on the ball if you won't come get me. And now, Israel and Haynes continue to get into it and slap hands, and everybody's cooling off a little bit. Everybody's cooling off and shaking hands. Now, that's because they carry Castillo off the field, because I'll tell you something, if the security guard hadn't carried him off the field, Keith Tozer getting a piece of him, they would have carried him off in a stretcher. 28-5, the attack wallops.
closely. This will be the second time that we've seen the Power on our TV games, Dwayne, and of course the last time was back in Chicago at the Rosemont Horizon on January 19th. We saw a terrific match as the Wave jumped out to a 7-0 lead over the Power. Then they had to hang on for dear life and eventually won it 10-8.
And you can credit Felipe Hernandez with having a lot to do with why Milwaukee was able to hang on and win that game at the Rosemont Horizon. And we talk about Felipe Hernandez, and here's Felipe in goal at the Rosemont Horizon. He really played a strong game, and he not only has played strong in that game, but he has played very well since. He has risen to second in the Npsl behind his teammate and tonight's starter in goal, Tony Pierce. They are the top two goalkeepers in the Npsl, and Mark Berry is the other. That hurt. I don't know about you, but that got me.
Thank you. Please remain standing in honor of America as Stephanie Hamilton performs our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proud